Hey everyone, welcome to Digging Deeper. This week on the channel, I'm showing you how to make a simple, affordable DIY heating table. See the heating table there. And the heating table is important because it allows me to get perfect germination. I'll show you how to build one, and then we'll talk about the impact and the results that it has. I'll show you some of my seeding trays. You'll see for yourself. It's definitely a worthwhile investment. Check it out. So first of all, a lot of folks have these common heating mats. There's no really big drawbacks with them except that they're expensive. And if you have a lot of seedlings, it becomes to be a lot of mats and a lot of AC plugs connected together. And at one point, you can't have 20 of those connected together, which, 20 of these is 40 flats. So that's not a lot. And so that's where the heating table comes in really handy, because what it is, it's a simple DIY table, made it myself. I used cedar so that it would last for many years, but it could be whatever material you have. And then you simply have a bed laid out on styrofoam so that it has a really nice R value. And then you just add one of these. These are gutter heaters, and one wire is 80 feet. And that's gonna be enough to wiggle back and forth an 8 feet long table. And so, the cost of that is about the same as one of these heating mats, perhaps a bit more, but it's not expensive. And they're simple. There's only one AC plug for the whole bench, the whole table. And then the other piece that you'll need is this thermostat. And this thermostat, what's great about it, I got this one from Johnny Selected Seeds. It's a hydro farm thermostat. And then you have this probe, and you put the probe inside your tray into the soil of one of your seeding mat, and then you'll set it to the optimal soil temperature. And so by doing it that way, you have soil that's going to warm up to optimal germination temperature. And that's going to pretty much ensure that you have perfect germination in your trays. And then from there, I move them inside my nursery or on my benches in the nursery, and then the temperature is at ambient air. Usually we set it to 18 degrees Celsius at night. The whole idea with this table is just to save a lot of AC plugs, and most importantly, to make sure that you have perfect germination in your seedlings. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. That's toi. I know a lot of growers have germinating chambers, or they use old refrigerators. That's also pretty cool. But for me, for watering and to make sure that everything is really spec on, I like to be able to see them. And I've used these tables for a long time. I'm not the only grower using these tables, and they work. And they're economical. And it's just a great, simple, economical strategy. And so I'm covering the cables, making sure that it's all nice. And again, the reason why I want to have wet sand is because it's gonna be more conductive to the heat. So my last thing is just kind of creating inside, again, the same strategy as in here, where I have the greenhouse inside a greenhouse, and that's how I get the extra heat for my nursery. Even though I'm planting winter greens that don't need to be at optimal temperature, I still want my seedlings to be at optimal temperature. So that's why I have the mini greenhouse inside the greenhouse. And I'm doing the same thing here. Like on the table, I'm gonna set up like a greenhouse inside the greenhouse, save energy this way. And these are wire hoops that come in a kit for single bed mini tunnels. I did a bunch of videos about them. You can check it up on YouTube. They're really cool. They're really amazing. And that just fits really nice. And then I'm just gonna put floating row cover over it. And that's gonna be good to go. All right, so you see the result of where we're getting with this. When you buy seeds, especially if you're buying them from a good seed company like Johnny's or others, you'll have the germination rate of that seed. And so that's what you're aiming for, and that's what you should get, and that's what the heating table will allow you to get. Like we see here in these trays, these are 128 plugs, and there's about 4 or 5 that haven't germinated in all of them. And that's because we're heating the soil, and we're making sure that it's all moist all the time. So that's it for this week. And remember, there's a workshop coming up next week on all seed starting strategies. I'm showing you all the steps of how we do it here in the nursery. It's free, it's online, you can check it out. All the information to register is on the link below. I hope your seedlings are growing well. I hope you're getting perfect germination. If you're not, this is helpful. And if anything, I'll see you next time. Jay, I'm out.